Have you ever sat down for dinner, perhaps after a long, exhausting day, only to realize you aren't actually alone? You look down, and there they are. Your cat is sitting perfectly still, their eyes locked onto your every move, watching the fork travel from your plate to your mouth with an intensity that feels almost judgmental. We usually laugh it off, don't we? We call them beggars or greedy, or we assume they're just waiting for a piece of chicken to fall. But in the quiet, observant mind of your cat, that stare is far more complex than a simple desire for a snack. When your cat watches you eat, they are performing a deep psychological analysis of their environment, their safety, and their relationship with you. They aren't just looking at your food, they're looking at their world through your actions. To understand what they are thinking, we have to peel back the layers of their instinct and look at the meal through their eyes. Because in their world, you aren't a human owner. You are a roommate, a teacher, and a protector. The big cat perspective. The first thing we have to understand is that your cat has never once looked at you and seen a human being. According to animal behaviorists like John Bradshaw, cats haven't developed a separate set of social behaviors for us the way dogs have. When a dog looks at you, they see a master, a leader of a different species. But when your cat watches you eat, they see you as a really big, slightly clumsy cat who somehow ended up in their colony. This changes everything about that dinnertime stare. Because they see you as an equal, they aren't begging in the way a subordinate might. Instead, they are observing a fellow colony member. They're watching how you handle resources. In the wild, cats in a colony share space and keep a mental map of who controls the flow of life, who opens the doors, who fills the bowls, and who sits in the best chairs. When you eat, you are demonstrating your status as a successful provider, and they are acknowledging that you are the one in charge of the resources. The big cat perspective. There is a second, slightly more humbling reason your cat watches you eat. They think you are a terrible hunter. In the wild, mother cats bring home prey to their kittens, not just to feed them, but to teach them how to survive. Your cat watches you every day, and from their perspective, you're hopeless. You never stalk anything, you never pounce, you never kill your food. Instead, you walk over to a loud, cold box, the refrigerator, and just pull food out of it. In their eyes, you are a kitten that never grew up. When they watch you eat, part of their brain is running a mothering instinct. They might be staring to see if you've finally learned how to handle your prey. Some cats even try to step in and help by bringing you toys, or if they go outside, actual prey, because they're worried you'll starve without their guidance. That intense stare isn't just greed, it's a wellness check. They're making sure their large, clumsy kitten is actually getting enough nutrients to survive another day. The vulnerability of the meal. We often forget that for a cat, eating is one of the most dangerous things they can do. In the wild, a cat is both a predator and a prey animal. When they lower their head to eat, they are losing their peripheral vision and their ability to launch into a run at a moment's notice. It is a moment of extreme vulnerability. When your cat sits near you while you eat, they are often standing guard. If your cat positions themselves facing the door or the hallway while you're at the table, they aren't just waiting for scraps. They have assigned themselves the role of your bodyguard. They're using their superior hearing, which can pick up frequencies as high as 64,000 hertz, to scan for threats that your human ears could never perceive. In their mind, they are protecting the colony while the leader is distracted with their food. This is a profound act of love. They are choosing to be alert so that you can be at peace. They are choosing vulnerability for your sake. Social modeling. If it's good for you, it's good for me. Another reason your cat is so fascinated by your plate is a phenomenon called social modeling. Cats are much smarter than we give them credit for. They study us like a student studies a teacher. Research from the University of Vienna has shown that cats engage in social learning, meaning they adjust their behavior based on what they observe you doing. If you are sitting in a specific chair, eating a specific thing, and you look calm and satisfied, your cat takes note. They think, if the leader of the colony thinks this spot is safe and this food is good, I should probably be involved too. This is why your cat might try to take your seat the moment you stand up. They want to absorb the status and safety associated with your routine. When they watch you eat, they are socially mapping the house, learning what is high value and what is safe. The language of the blur. It's important to remember that while they are watching you, they aren't seeing what you see. To a cat, anything closer than about 10 inches is a total blur. If you've ever held a treat right in front of your cat's nose and they seem to ignore it, it's not because they're being difficult. They literally cannot see it. When they watch you eat from the floor, your face is a soft, fuzzy shape. They aren't recognizing you by your features as much as they are recognizing you by your vocal identity, your scent, and your micro movements. They know the exact sound of your fork hitting the ceramic plate. They know the rhythm of your breathing when you're relaxed versus when you're rushed. They aren't just looking at you, they are feeling your presence and processing the entire atmosphere of the room. The polite request. If your cat takes it a step further and places a soft paw on your leg while you're eating, they are using a specific form of communication they learned at the very beginning of their lives. That tap is a behavior borrowed from kittenhood, when they would push their paws against their mother to stimulate milk flow. As adults, they repurpose this as a polite, low-pressure signal. Unlike a dog that might bark or shove its face into your lap, a cat uses the paw to say, "Excuse me, I'm here, and I would like to be part of this." They choose the paw because it's less confrontational than a meowing, which interestingly is a sound they invented almost exclusively to get your attention, as adult cats rarely meow at each other in the wild. When they use the paw instead of the meow, they are showing a high level of trust. They believe you will respond to their gentlest signal without them having to escalate. Building the bond through food. Knowing all of this, how we respond to that dinner time stare can actually change the depth of our bond. While it's tempting to just toss them a scrap, there are more meaningful ways to speak back to them. One of the most powerful things you can do is to offer a piece of food from your open palm once a week. In the wild, the act of offering food directly is the first experience of trust a cat ever has with its mother. When you do this, you aren't just giving a snack. You are using a biological language that goes back thousands of years. You are telling them, "I provide for you, and you are safe with me." You can also try sitting on the floor at their level while they have their own meal. Think about how much of your cat's life is spent looking up at giants. When you lower yourself to their world, you are offering them an equal presence. You are letting them experience you not as a towering provider, but as a companion. This creates a space of trust where your cat can choose to be near you on their own terms, without any pressure. The scent of belonging. Finally, we have to talk about scent mixing. To your cat, your dinner isn't just about the taste, it's about the smell of you and the food combined. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks and paws, and they are obsessed with creating a communal scent for their colony. When they watch you eat, they are often waiting for the moment they can rub against you or the chair you were sitting in. They want to weave their scent into yours to tell the world that you belong to each other. When they steal your seat the second you get up to do the dishes, it's because that spot is drenched in your safe scent, and they want to wrap themselves in it like a child hugging a parent's pillow. More than just a stare. The next time you're eating and you feel those big, unblinking eyes on you, don't just see a hungry cat. See a creature that has decided you are worth the effort of evolution. See a bodyguard who is watching the door so you can eat in peace. See a fellow cat who is trying to learn from your patterns and make sure you're surviving your hopeless hunting skills. Your cat watches you eat because they are your entire world. You are the only presence that tells their nervous system that everything is okay. They aren't judging you. They are loving you in the only way an ancient, instinct-driven predator knows, by staying close, staying alert, and waiting for the moment they can bring you back into the shared scent of the family. It's a quiet, wordless devotion. It's the kind of love that doesn't need to bark or jump to be felt. It's the love of an equal who has chosen to walk alongside you, even if they think you're a little bit clumsy. If you want to return that love, the next time you catch their eye while you're eating, give them a slow blink. It's the cat kiss, a way of saying, "I see you, I trust you, and I'm glad you're in my colony." It takes 2 seconds, but it tells your cat everything they've been waiting to hear. Our cats don't ask for much. They don't need us to be perfect. They just need us to be there, to be consistent, and to understand that even when they're just staring at us while we eat, they are actually saying, "You are my home."
If you learned something new about your cat's secret thoughts today, hit that like button and subscribe. We're here to help you move from just being a pet owner to the person your cat truly deserves, one meal at a time. Until next time, keep listening to the quiet messages they're sending you. They have so much to say if we just know how to look.